Welcome back, folks and friends. Connecting Dots here. Today's date is Sunday, November the 9th, 2014. Okay, I'll get into gold and silver here at the end of this video, but first, if you haven't seen the video I uploaded 13 hours ago, it's up on the screen right now. Go watch it, because this is a continuation of that information. And yes, I made a error at the end. I called Terry Daniels Todd at the end. No, it's actually Terry that was collecting all the rent in cash and not giving it to Todd. So anyhow, as I said, we're going to take pictures of the boat to guarantee that the boat is in Powell River and what kind of condition it's in. Well, I have the photos. And yeah, as I said, go watch the video. It's up there on the screen, and it's also linked down below in the Show More tab. I want to touch on the comments here because, yeah, I've never said Fukushima wasn't a real thing. Bro, if you've been following me, I actually went across Canada in 2011, spent all my own money here, traveling back and forth from one coast to the other in Canada, the whole summer of 2011. I started in the early spring, so I'm all into Fukushima. Okay, I had my own 2 Geiger counters testing the rain back and forth across Canada. I picked up radiation in the rain several times, and oddly enough, when I was in Calgary that day, well, it turns out, I think it was Calgary or Edmonton, I'm not sure what city, well, the local Geiger counter in that city also had picked up radiation. So I know there's a problem. I've made many videos about that. My only problem is there's a scam here, and there's a lot of people that make videos on Fukushima that are promoting the scam. That's my other big problem, especially when we have people like Miss Milky the Clown and others that know what I've done. Since the very beginning of March 2011, I've been doing these Fukushima Day videos, and they come out and go spread rumors about me. Houston, we have a problem in the nuclear online YouTube community. And when it all links back to energy news, Houston, we have a major problem here. I hope you guys are realizing that. Miss Justice Forever One, she says, yeah, it's stomach turning. You know, when I found out all the scamming that was going on, it's just... And that's why Todd's willing to do the interview here, because I'm sure he probably feels that a lot of the money that Terry spent on getting this whole Fukushima expedition going, which is what we've been told here by Dana from day one, that Terry was the funder, the main backer, financial backer. Well, we've realized that money that he spent on starting this expedition actually came from the thousands of dollars he ripped off from Todd. So yeah, it's stomach turning. They're low-life scums. And what's rather disgusting is when I see all the thumbs down on my videos. Here I am bringing the truth out, and we have people that are still willing to go on with this scam. Actually, I shouldn't say it's people. It's probably the scammers themselves and those that are related that are actually upset, because it's all coming to an end here. As I said, I've been contacted by Jeff Palco, the guy who went in debt, put his house on the line here, $16,000 line of credit to buy that darn boat that these guys are going around scamming people for more money. Yeah, it's upsetting. He wants the boat back. It's coming to an end. Should they be prosecuted? Absolutely. The problem is, it seems like the authorities are a little bit slow. They're stuck in first gear. I'm not quite sure. Honestly, I'm not sure what the problem is here. Anyways, moving along here, because as I said, I would get pictures from a local. These are the pictures here. This is the area where beautiful girl by Dana lives. He lives in this mobile park. I just want to show the address in case Dana thinks, no, they're lying. There's your address, buddy. And the person drove by, took a couple of pictures. There's the RV that we've all been seeing here. It's parked in the yard. As I said, the person told me that thing has not moved. It's been sitting there. They're not driving anywhere. If they're telling people they're taking ferry rides and going up north, absolute lie. So yeah, it's been sitting there in the yard all this time, and I don't know what to say. You guys have been, many of you have been scammed here, but it's coming to an end. As I said, they drove by. There's the back end of the, you may have seen the rear window many times. That's the shade there. I mean, there's even the license plate here. I'm not going to show it, but we know, we know who owns this beast. Costs $10 to find out who owns a vehicle. So there's the boat. This is what the main goal of that expedition was, to go out and take pictures of the condition of the boat, because we don't want anything happening to the boat now that the scam is it's been exposed here. The gentleman who went in debt for $16,000 who's dying now wants his boat back. He realized he's been scammed. I'm not sure if you saw that video. Again, I'll link it. Go check it out. He sent me an email. He wants the boat back. So the boat is sitting in Dana's yard. You can all see the condition of the boat. It's had this new addition here that some person that we don't know, Elaine, has been pouring thousands of dollars of money into this, and I'm just wondering if Elaine is Terry Daniels' ex-girlfriend or girlfriend that he still has here at one of Todd's apartments. I'm not sure. I'm sure this will all come out here in this interview with Todd, the property owner who's been scammed thousands of dollars by Terry Daniels. So I'm not sure if they're going to go try and tear all this equipment off here, but he was warned from the very beginning. As you may have seen here, Jeff Palco's videos of him getting upset, as I've said from the very beginning, it's not, he wasn't losing his marbles like they're trying to say, because he was doing, what was the thing they were saying? He was taking too many drugs or whatever. They're trying to say they were trying to blame it on me. I'm not sure if you watched the Kevin D. Blanche and Dana and the crew, Miss Melky. They're all trying to blame it was me, saying, no, I pushed him over the edge. No, it's actually the opposite. It's exactly what I was saying. The truth was presented to Jeff Palco, the gentleman who went in debt for $16,000 for that boat, and also lent out as an investment fund $18,500 to Kevin D. Blanche, which he also wants back, as well as the return that money has made. So yes, he was presented with the facts. Jeff Palco found out that he'd been absolutely robbed of thousands of dollars, because you may recall he actually paid for these guys for their flights. There's even cash funds that were sent out to Dana. I remember seeing all these $100 bills all in a fan sent out in a box that were about to be mailed out to him. So not only there's their $16,000 for their boat and $18,500 that's been taken by Kevin D. Blanche, but he's also paid over $6,000, I believe, in flights. Grand total over nearing $40,000. I don't think so. So this is coming to an end, and I want to thank you all for your great support. It's been so great here. Many of you have chimed in. It's unfortunate a lot of people, they got upset when I was off pursuing this person. They said, okay, enough, you should just give it up. And I did lose a lot of subscribers initially. I probably lost about 60, 70 subscribers, but I've never been in this for the money. It's never been about subscribers. It was always about the truth. So I said, you know what? Even a family member had contacted me and say, hey, your videos are great and everything, but maybe you need to let this one go. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to continue with this because there's a young teenager here with a dying father whose future has been scammed by people misrepresenting the condition of the sea life here on the West Coast where I happen to live. This member who sent me this email lives in Ottawa. They don't know what the conditions are out here. They're not even concerned about Fukushima. They're well off. What can I say? I'm concerned about people, and I didn't let it go, and I'm glad you guys have stuck with me and gave me a lot of support. Big thank you to every one of you who've spread this information. It's coming to an end. There's the pictures. Okay, also, I'll finish up here with connectingdots1.com. I'm asking you to come join here. Come join the forum. Subscribe with a regular name here, preferably your same as your YouTube name, so it's very easy to remember who we are. That's the way I advise it. So many have subscribed so far. You can see their same names as on YouTube. I have to apply the memberships or accept them one by one, so it also makes it great for me. I'm like, okay, there he is from YouTube. He's joined us or she's joined us. Okay, so the links are down below for this connectingdots1.com, or you can just Google it. I got to proceed on with something that someone sent me here regarding the silver industry. So I'd mentioned here to stay away from these Google Hangouts. This is how the New World Order crew, the Illuminati, Freemason, high Freemason scammers, because not all Freemasons are scammers, but there is a certain group here, even in Victoria, and yes, they're watched. They just don't know they're being watched. But regardless, I've been introduced here, or I should say a group of people came on to me, and yeah, I was just shocked. But they asked me to join. I said, no way, Jose, and I'm going to be any part of that stuff. I'm going to stick with my YouTube. But it was interesting to know that even here on Vancouver Island, people have woken up to a certain cartel of scammers. We're talking big time scammers. We're talking people that are scamming the city of Victoria here, are pushing for this amalgamation of all the communities here into one Yeah, one city. Yeah, so we don't even have fair business in our own city of Victoria, as if the other communities want to join this corrupt group. So they've been pushing it, and it's very clear here. This little small group of Freemasons, they're in. Yeah, it's not going their way. Anyways, I don't mean to get off topic, but yes, this group here, they're on Google. It's a large group. They're around the world. Okay, doesn't matter what country you live in. I don't mean to get off topic, but this is something many of you don't know, and I've been following this Illuminati. This is how I was able to predict the exact date of the September 2008 stock market crash, the largest crash in history. I predicted the exact date 6 months earlier, not because I'm a financial advisor, not because I know anything about stocks. In fact, I don't even have a high school diploma. I'm a dropout. Yeah, but what can I say? 40 years later, you know what's going down. So I'm giving you the heads up. If you guys want to follow it, great. So I've been telling you all to stay away from these Google Hangouts. This is one of my big concerns. I've seen this phenomenon growing on here on YouTube, and everyone that's associated with it is a government shill. I hate to say it. You guys follow them, you'll figure out for yourself. They don't have a correct call. So I've been saying we're going lower than this $15.75. Hang tight, we're going to be hitting 12, something I've been talking about for a long time. They're telling you what, $60 here, buy in now? I don't think so. So I've been saying for over a month now, hang tight. Because of the Swiss gold referendum that's taking place on November 30th, we will see ongoing lower prices in both precious metals. I've been correct about that. Hang tight. We're going to see lower prices in gold. In fact, I've already said up front here numerous times below $1,000. I believe we may hit, yeah, 925, 975. Possibly. It won't last long. It'll be a very short dip. It'll be similar to what occurred here in 2008. Okay, so you had a very short time period to get out there and buy your precious metals. And yes, there were still precious metals. Do not buy into any shortages. There are no shortages. Everyone who's associated with those YouTube videos are all working for bullion dealers. It's part of that same Freemason scam, Illuminati. I shouldn't call it Freemason because it is more or less Illuminati, because a lot of Freemasons are good people, except we have a certain group, you know, that are connected with the underworld, the corruption. They don't give a shit about you. It's all about them making money, and to hell with the rest of humanity. That's their underlying theme I keep getting in most of their work here. So again here, same with the silver thing. Don't be buying in yet. Someone said, hey, you'd call the line in the sand at 1830 a while back. He heard that on this latest Don Harrell from the Day Trade Show, YouTube Day Trade Show. Well, Don is not telling you the full picture. I said that line in the sand back in, that was 2012, okay? And as you can see here, that was in the $35 mark here. It rose up. And in fact, I didn't say it at that point. I said the line in the sand when I made the video at the lowest price in 2012. I said it was $26.80. My video's still up there. And I made that video 2 or 3 days after Stella Concepts had come out with Corey CTV, otherwise known as YouTuber Don Corleone. What can I say? These guys are absolute liars here. They won't give you the full picture on what I said. So 3 days after Stella Concepts came out and said, oh yeah, $26.80, we're falling down to $23, I came out and said, no, hang tight folks, $26.80 is the low. And 2 weeks later at realistnews.net, I posted a graph showing we're taking off from that $27, $27.50 mark. We're going up to $35. What can I say? These people will not give you the full picture of what I've done as far as the markets, my predictions. It's not about promoting me, it's about discrediting me. It's the same thing as Miss Melky the Clown and the rest of these clowns have been trying to do as far as my nuclear news, Fukushima updates. Screw that, folks. Stick with the truth. It's all coming to an end. And as I said, please join us up here. Somebody wants to build an army of truth. Well, we got to have some starting point, and so far I seem to be the only person who's not out here with a short history on YouTube. I actually have a very long past. It's posted in forums going all the way back to March 2008, where I was predicting these stock market crashes, I went to 2012 forums to warn people. My stuff is still posted there. I've never accepted Google ads. I don't have Google Plus. There are no ads. There's no sponsors. I've been paying my own way all the way. I've only asked for donations during 2011 when I went across Canada doing that radiation tour, and that's about the size of it. The other times I've been paying for websites my own time on making videos. Anyways, hope you're enjoying up, and that's your updates. Don't buy yet. Stack when the price is right.